should you be asking yourself what to do first? This is 3 twin flame first aid ideas. 1. Get clear on what's going on. Often you see people being all riled up about something that happened on their twin flame journey, being completely and utterly upset about it because they ran away, they blocked you on Facebook, or they said something nasty to you that is not romantic in any sort of way. And now you have the tendency to say, it's their fault. They did it. I was there. I'm not dumb, okay? They did that to me. I'm not idiot. I'm not an idiot. They did it to me. I didn't do it to them. And then you're stuck there. Because now you're feeling something, and it's important. You need to be aware of your feelings on the twin flame journey. And now you're saying, well, it's clear. I was physically there, and it was physically them that said it. It's their fault. And that's the end of the story. They should grow up, right? If it is your true twin flame, you are one at the core, in the heart. And that means that whatever the underlying problem is that you are playing out here with the one that says something and the one that reacts and is very upset about it, it has an underlying thing that is in your shared space. Nevertheless, no matter who had which role, the roles can also be reversed the next day. And they can be upset. Underlying, there is a deeper problem in your union that you both have like a little bit of a different angle in and a different role in how it came up now, in how it played out. And you have to resolve that underlying thing inside your union where you're one. And that's how you get towards harmonious union. That's how you get the resolve that you are longing for. So no matter if in the physical sense they did it, you still need to, for twin flame first aid, always go to what you are feeling. And you need to get clarity on it. Take a pen and a piece of paper and write it down. Write down an entire paragraph if you need about everything that transpired and all that you're thinking and judging first. And then take a clean line on your paper and write down in a fresh way, what are you actually genuinely feeling yourself? In a sentence that sounds a little bit like this. My twin flame did this and that, and it makes me feel this and that. And now you have something. Now you have it clear. Now you have it. It's what you feel because of what they did. And this is step 1 of the key exercise. That is the twin flame inner work tool that you need to do. Because now you're going to work with how you feel that is put in that sentence. You're going to work with how you feel in step 2, 3, and 4. And it will transform inside of you. So that you will feel different. You will have another experience of the situation. And because you are one, when it is your true twin flame, they will also be different. When you persist in it. But not when they're not your true twin flame. Which can also happen. Which is not a problem. Because that just means that your true twin flame is still out there waiting for you. Don't worry too much about it and keep on doing this inner work. Because it will lead you there nevertheless. It's the core of the inner work. This is Twin Flame First Aid. There's a lot more that you can do, etc., etc. But let's keep it at the first things that you need to do right here. There it was, point 1. 2. You need to start a coaching relationship. That's the first aid twin flame thing that you need to do. Grant yourself that. Allow yourself that. Allow yourself to find out where you want to go to be coached. Someone that walks along you, that knows where you're going because they've gone there themselves. Because that is how you keep yourself at it. That's how you make sure you are doing that twin flame inner work, as said in point 1. That's how you know that you are going in the right direction with it. You need some form of containment in and around you that brings it to a whole different level. And also make sure that you take it seriously and keep on taking it seriously. That's really what you need. And you need a relationship, because that is also where you start to feel that, oh, inside the unconditional love union, you actually need to relate. So with the person that you start this coaching relationship, you also start to learn to relate in the light of union, which means in the light of the divine. And that will be of uttermost importance. So start a coaching relationship and see before you that you're going to keep that coaching relationship for a couple of years in the future. So you need to pick one that you feel comfortable about, you feel good about, that you know that it will last, that it will give you what you came for. And that will be just the thing that plays out for you, that gives you the feeling and the experience of and the reality of how it is to relate to Divine Mother, which is the one from which everything comes, from where your union came. So she can also give it to you, repair it to you, make sure that you receive that full union in real life, in everyday life, as a romance. And that's also a relationship. So choose someone that you know you can experience this relationship with Divine Mother with, through this person. And then you also know that your relationship will be repaired with Divine Mother through that. And then you know that your union will be okay too. Because your union will come out of that as a manifestation. That's a rule, that's a law, that's a divine law. That's how that goes. So, yeah. What to do first? Make sure that you find that coaching relationship. You know, we're living in a time in which it is still very young, very new, very fresh, that people come in their harmonious twin flame unions early in the journey. And that also we have a large crowd of people that feel that they long for that and they want it now. And there is also a possibility that has opened up because the Christ Masters have opened it up recently. And that's also why there is a large crowd that wants it consciously. while it's always there for everyone unconsciously, because it's just what you are, it's what everyone is, it's just being human. Said just in case. But we are at this stage in time in which it is more available, but only through the very few real places. That's good to know. So you need to have discernment where that is so and where that is not so. But that also means that because it is relatively new, it is not really sustained yet in all kinds of atmospheres and places and social groups and collective consciousness and whatnot. It's really not so much here yet. Which is another reason why you need that relationship to manifest your twin flame harmonious union right now when you want to have it. On the earth, where you want to have it, you need that relationship to make that possible for you, because it's really not normal yet. In the sense that it's not so widespread yet to have that really as the harmonious union early in the journey now. That's not widespread yet. So, you might say, well, everyone can write, I don't need a writing coach. That's not true, because millions of people take writing coaches to be able to write their own book. But they all learned how to write at primary school, right? So many people have heard of the twin flame, but it doesn't mean that they can get there. They need to get their specific coaching to get in their relationship now. There's nothing more normal than that. And it is much, 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 much less of a normal thing in our collective consciousness, in our societies, in our growing up, in our educations and whatnot, than writing. We still have some centuries to go in which that can grow. That it's normal to have your true twin flame in harmonious union as your marriage and life partner and mission partner and all of that. For everyone, as the norm. Yeah, it's possible, but it needs to grow there. So yeah, that's why you need a coaching relationship. Do it. 3, twin flame first aid. Understand this. You have to do it. It's not a matter of understanding it, watching as many twin flame videos as you can cram in one day in your free hours. It's not a matter of if I read as many blog posts as I can and I get it enough. I get it, but it doesn't do anything. You can even read all my books, read all my marketing materials of a couple of years or whatever, decades. Read all the material in the Facebook group Your Abundance, where you're welcome, by the way. That is our living room where you can find true core information that you need to know for twin flames. Watch all my videos and whatnot. But it's not theoretical. And read all my behind the scenes. I have enormous amounts of workbooks and whatnot for the school that we're opening real soon. It will be like a year group course, right? And will be much broader. It will really be something in which you can make a connection with all kinds of life topics and also business topics, creativity topics, meditational topics, coaching topics from the union perspective. And I have material for all of that. Should you read and study that? That's fine. But the point is that you need to know this for your twin flame first aid. You need to do it. You need to implement it on yourself, in your life, on your person, your personality, your identity, your life. That's where you need to apply it to. And that's a process. That's also why you need guidance. And that's also why it is a lot about your identity, because your identity will change. From you thought you were an individual and then you are part of the union. That's a huge change. And the change, that is something that you need to undergo. It's a process that you undergo. And you need to undergo it correctly. So that's why you need to go to a school, and that it all falls into place correctly for you. And it will be also safe for you to do it, because otherwise you might just end up somewhere else where it was not the idea that you were going. Which I know everything about, because I did all these things in the past. So don't get me wrong, oh, Petra knows everything better. No, Petra did everything wrong. That's why I'm here. Laughing together with my Halloween decorations, my Halloween cat's ears. That's why we're laughing here, because I did everything wrong. And I also certainly did that wrong. I went to the depth of the heart, and then afterwards my ego took over and ran away with it, and in no time it was all gone, very, very far away. And and that was all very deep and very expansive under guidance of a true spiritual teacher, but still my ego ran away with it, and it took years to come back. And that was very healing, to make this detour, and because there was a lot of healing that was done in the trying to come back and whatnot. It's like immense, and all the things that my soul ever wanted happened in all of these adventures as well. So, but yeah, at the same time, I do know how dumb we can be, and without meaning to do it, because I certainly also didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to do it, but I did it anyway. And that is also the point of spiritual learning. That is the level on which twin flames operate. It is about the spiritual level, which is another level than you're used to be thinking and feeling inside. And you need to learn the way in it, and that's why you need a teacher. But anyway, that means that well, I sort of lost the train of my thoughts, I have to say. Well, let's take that as a strike of luck, because otherwise I would be talking for another hour, who knows, about this topic. Anyway, so you need to apply it to yourself. It's not a theory, it's not an idea only. It's not theory only. You need to apply it to yourself. And that needs to sink in. It's a whole process. It's about you. It's actual. It's real. Oh yeah, now I sort of remember what it was about, right? It's a real change. It's a huge shift. Yeah. That needs an embrace of a community and a school and a teacher, and yeah, and also theory and workbooks, and that does help. I have them for you. Yeah, behind the scenes. Come and get them. But yeah, this is important. You need to embody it. And your ego will fight back. And yeah, the end of the ego and the beginning of union. Yeah, take a chunk of time. Take 3 years, 3 to 5 years to allow yourself to sink into that. And that will be your quickest road to your harmonious union that you could ever imagine. And certainly much quicker than my 32 years. Or what was it? 28 years to harmonious union? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing you do it real quick. Yeah, I would love that for you. Let's work together. Let me hear from you if you feel like that. There are ways to do that in the description box below. See you real soon again, at least in another video, isn't it? Love from Petra.